now. I might just hover over the top of the project base point, just hover and wait to see that you are getting the project base point, and then it's probably time to clip that back into the project. We probably won't use that too much more though. I think you can probably select it while it's selected. Might have to tab through so that you do get it selected. So that's the survey point I think I've got there. I'm going to VH that, so visibility hide. So after it's selected, type VH for visibility hide, and then tab through, click tab until you pick the project base point, and VH that visibility hide. Tabbing just cycles through selectable items. Okay, a little bit more tidying up here we'll just do. I'll stretch out the grid lines so they cover just outside the site boundaries in all directions. I'll turn on all the grid bubbles. Okay. I might just stretch this guy out also to there. Might move it in a little bit later if we have to. Move the dimensions into a nice location. Not too bad like that. And the elevation markers then. Let's have a look at where the elevation markers are going to go. Actually, the elevation, yeah, let's have a look. So the elevation bubbles, I'll just pick up the elevation bubbles, and I don't want to rotate it, so I'll escape out of that. And if you need to, you can just relocate the elevation bubbles to just outside the property. There's another thing we've got to do with the elevations in a sec. Just tidying that up. I'll just move it to outside the property at this stage. Now the other thing we probably should do with these elevation markers is just click on the pointer of each of the elevation markers and just check that your view extents do cover the extents of the property. The blue line and the dashed blue line. So the blue line, I'll just move into location, and then the dashed blue line in each case there. So I'm just moving those around. Okay, so I think it's time now to locate some grid lines, some levels. So we'll have a look at elevation 1, and I'll just have a look at where we are at the moment. Okay, so that's elevation 1 down at the bottom. So I'll just go to elevation 1. We've got a couple of levels set up at the moment. We've got Australian height datum, and we've got level 1. So just going back to our sketch plan handout for a second, let's have a look at where our first level might be needed. I would call it the basement level, so it's probably the first sheet of this. Okay, the basement is at a level of 96.45 metres. So back in Revit, I'll just check that that's not pinned or locked or anything. I'm just going to change level 1 now to the basement. Click on the text to change that, click out to finish. When it says would you like to rename corresponding views, say yes, and then click on the RL of it, and it was, just double checking again, sorry, 96,450. So 96450 is the height, and press enter. So that level has now gone up to its RL, that high above. I'll click on these grids that we've created, click on the open blue circle and drag it up so it covers up, and probably drag out the lower open blue circle. So carefully get the right thing. Okay, and somewhere to below basement would be alright. Okay, so there's our basement view. The next, I might put another level in, so probably on our home menu I think it probably is. Here's the level command here. Somewhere lining up with the left hand end of the basement level, so get the extended dotted blue line happening, and just, it doesn't matter how high above at this stage, we'll put a dimension in a second. So that's just to there. Let's zoom in on that and change that to factory floor. rename corresponding views, yes. Factory floor level is, okay, just have a closer look here, 99050. So that level will be 99050 and press enter. Okay, so that's the factory floor level, and then I think at a distance we have already decided this, that it was 3.3 meters above that we have the office level. Just have a look at a section view, I think it showed it up on. There you go, 2100 plus 1200, so 3300 takes you up to the office level. So another level line above again. Well, make sure you get the dotted blue line showing up the extensions, line it up at the other end. Let's put a dimension in, so click back to modify, go to the home menu, go to the annotate menu, aligned dimension, and we might as well put all of these in. So click on the three levels, drop them out to the side, click on the, just escape again, click then escape out of it so you've not got it selected, select the top level and change that dimension to 3300. So when you've got that reading 3300, we could probably select those dimensions and lock those two in. Okay. So those levels will be in the right place now. We can bring the grid lines down. Now while we're there, we can probably bring the levels sideways a bit so they just extend through the grid lines. So we're looking at something like that, and while we're there we better have a look at the survey point. Well, the survey point can stay where it is, but I'd like to move the project base point. So once again I might have to change the tip state and then move it from exactly where it is to straight up to factory floor, so the second level up. So that changes, so that should move its elevation up to 99050, which would be correct. Then click on it again and then clip it back into the project, but VH it, we don't want to see it anymore in that view. So click VH, and the same with the survey point, we're not going to use that again I don't think. So I might tab through to select it and VH it. Okay. Right, now that elevation 1 is done, you'll probably find elevation 4 will be correct, but we'll have to check elevation 2. So elevation 2, you'll have to select your grids and then stretch out the open blue circle in the grids. Right, and then zoom in, and then we can probably also stretch out the sideways directions. Leave yourself a bit of room to move though. Okay, so you can zoom into somewhere like that. Now elevation 3 and 4, the grids and levels should be around about in the same right location now, because they both, but you'll have to zoom up. And what we should have been doing is VHing the project base point and the survey base point in the views. So select it, VH, just do that, go back to elevation 2. Not showing up for some reason there, and that's okay. And on elevation 4, okay, same thing, VH and VH. Okay, zoom in, and I might just change the grids to be a little bit shorter on the levels. Okay, so that's probably worth another save at that point there.